Hi, Assalamualaikum everyone. Financial consultant Helmi Hakim here from Singapore. Okay, right now I am at the KLCP Center. We just shifted to another hotel. Alright, I'm exactly located in front of the pavilion. And today I would like to take an opportunity to share something very interesting. While I am out overseas, relaxing, having holidays, I receive a lot of PM. I receive a lot of messages from a lot of people out there asking me the very same question. They keep asking me this question persistently. You want to know what question they ask me? They ask me this question. Help me, I know of this investment program, or I know of this investment plan, or I know of this investment opportunity. Should I invest not? Should I put my money not and invest into this investment program? Is it good or not? What do you think? Right? Most of them, I don't even know them personally, but they PM me and ask me this type of questions, right? So today I would like to take the opportunity to share with you 7 things, right? 7 things that you should know, okay, before getting any financial instruments. All right. These are 7 important things, simple yet important things that you should know before getting any financial instruments. All right. So the first one is what? The first one is that you need to know how long you need to keep the financial instrument. Right? Too many people whom I met, right? They tell me this. They tell me, Helmi, I've been cheated by my agent, by my financial consultant. I lose money. Okay, then I ask them this question. What exactly you get? They tell me lah. They get an investment plan, or they get an insurance plan, or perhaps they get an endowment plan, right? And then I ask them further questions. I ask them, how long you keep the plan before liquidating it? They tell me I only keep for 1 year or for 2 years. I tell them, now of course lah, you keep for 1 year only or for 2 years, definitely you liquidate, you will lose money. Alright? Because of what? Yeah, because of the charges. Because of the upfront charges. Right? So first thing first you need to know is how long you need to keep the financial instrument. Okay, and the second thing that you need to know before getting any financial instrument is that you need to know what are the charges involved. Right? All plans, or all investment plans, all insurance plans, or all savings plans comes with charges. And so you need to be aware what are the charges involved and when exactly you will break even. Break evens means what? Break evens means the money that you put in equals to the money that you can take out. Alright? So you need to know the break-even point and when you will start making money. All this you can only know if you know what are the charges involved. Okay, and the third thing that you should know, before getting any financial instrument is this. You need to know your objective of why you get the financial instrument. Is it for retirement? Are you getting this financial instrument for your retirement? Or is it for your child's education? Or is it for, as a form of wealth accumulation purpose? Or maybe you want to do it as a form of wealth protection. You must be readily aware what is exactly your financial objective. And because why? Because if you don't have a financial objective in place, sooner or later you will terminate the plan. And you start asking yourself questions. Why am I contributing $500 a month, $1,000 a month to this plan when I can take the money and go for holiday? Right? I can buy an air ticket direct to Kuala Lumpur, or if I'm saving like $500 a month, I can take an air ticket to Europe. Go to Europe and come back. Alright, so you need to know your objective and the reason why you get the financial instrument. Okay, and the fourth thing that you should know or be aware of before getting any financial instrument is that you need to know the background of your financial advisor. What of qualifications your financial advisor has. Alright, personally for me, I have diploma in accountancy from Polytechnic, and then my degree, I took Bachelor of Science, Banking and Wealth Management. Okay, and I specialize in Islamic finance, and I help Muslim families let their finance the Sharia compliant way in Singapore. I know what I'm sharing, because why? Because for my degree, I took a module called Islamic Banking and Finance. And personally for me also, I continue to upgrade myself. I took these additional qualifications known as from Australia Center for Islamic Finance. Alright, and existingly, and as of now also, I'm taking an additional qualification, Etika Certified Islamic Finance Executive, which is based in Dubai. Alright, so you need to know the background of your financial advisor. Is your financial advisor qualified or not? Very important. Okay, at the same time also, if you were to, before you get that financial instrument also, right, you need to ask lah your financial advisor, you recommend me this financial instrument. Do you personally, as a financial advisor, have that financial instrument? And if they don't have, right, you ask them why you don't have. Alright, so that is the fourth thing that you should know before getting any financial instrument. Okay, now the fifth thing that you should know before getting any financial instrument. What is it? Get the financial instrument, right, only if you understand how it works. Only if you understand how it works. Too many people just ask for advice from family. Ask advice from family. Should I buy this or should I not? Ask advice from their friends. Should I buy this or should I not? Or even ask advice from acquaintance. You see the problem or not? Because their family, their friends or their acquaintance, right, might not have a clear picture also to how the financial instrument works. Right? It's like the blind leading the blind. There's a Malay proverb lah that says that ketam mengajar anaknya bagaimana untuk berjalan. Crab, the mother crab teaching their small little crab how to walk. Challenging, right? So the thing here is that you only get the financial instrument if you really truly understand how the financial instrument works. If you don't understand how it works, don't get the financial instrument. Alright, if you still get it, you have yourself lah to blame in the future. If your financial instrument become zero in value. Alright, means what? Means burn lah, your money burn, gone, you don't get a single cent back. You only have yourself to blame. Alright, and the sixth thing that you need to know before getting any financial instrument, right? Ensure that you can afford. Ensure that you can afford. Right? So personally for me, for my financial advisory process, how do I ensure that my clients can afford a particular investment plan or any kind of plans for the matter? Alright, first thing first, I will draft for them this thing called the net worth statement. Alright, and the net worth statement, I will zoom in to this portion called cash near cash. I will ensure they have at least 3 to 6 months of their monthly emergency expenses in their bank account at all times. Alright, this is the first part. In terms of financial planning aspect, we call this basic liquidity ratio. Right, you need to have at least 3 to 6 months of your monthly emergency expenses in your bank account at all times. Okay, the second thing that for me, I'll zoom it directly, quickly, right? How to know whether my client can afford to get an investment plan, savings plan or not, right? How do I do that? I draft up this thing called the cash flow statement. Alright, I'll take their inflow and specifically their disposable income and the money that goes into their pocket after deducting CPF, and I minus their outflow. Okay, their outflow divided into two: fixed outflow and variable outflow. And then I minus off everything. I will get to see whether they have a positive cash flow or negative cash flow. And a quicker way for me to ask them further questions to see whether they can afford or not is that I'll ask them, alright, so now for the past 6 months, right? Okay, now you intend to get a plan, example at $300 a month. For the past 6 months, right, how much have you been saving consistently? If they tell me, right, they never save $300 a month, or they never save $500 a month, or they never save before in their life, Of course, for sure, I know they cannot afford to get that investment plan. Right? So the sixth thing that you need to know before getting any financial instrument is that ensure you can afford. Very, very important. Okay, and I come to the last point. Okay, for those of you who just tuned in, who just joined, what I've just shared here is that I am sharing 7 things that you should know before getting any financial instruments. Alright, this is important. This is very important for you to take note. Because why? Because although I'm having my holidays right now, I receive a lot of WhatsApp messages. I receive a lot of PMs on Facebook. Alright, asking me, help me. I get to know of this investment plan or this investment product or this financial product. Is it okay or not? You think from your perspective of a financial advisor, is it okay or not for me to put my money and buy into this kind of financial instrument? Is it okay or not? Alright, tired lah for me, right, to answer every single questions. Alright, and some people also, right, they get so sometimes money can be very emotional. People can get very emotional when it comes to money. When I give my point of view, right, some people cannot accept it. They get very angry. So what I like to do is that I like to, and emotions, right? How you counter emotions, right? People get very emotional with money. How do you counter emotion, right? I counter it with logic. Right? Emotional people, the best way to counter is through logic, right? So right now, what I'm sharing with you, I'm sharing you logical steps that you can, logical and very practical steps that you can take, and it's something like your catalyst before investing in any financial instrument. Right, 7 things you should know before getting any financial instruments. And I come to my last part. Okay, for those who just tuned in, if you have missed the 6 things, right, that you need to know before getting any financial instruments, later you can just go back to my Facebook page and just click play. Right, I will upload this Facebook video, right, on my Facebook page. Okay, and the last thing, number 7, things you should know before getting any financial instrument is ensure that it is Sharia compliant. Because why? Okay, why? Some people ask me, why must my financial instrument, right, be Sharia compliant? Not Sharia compliant also okay, what? Right? Make money. As long, some people will argue, this way. As long I make money, right, it is for the greater good. So okay lah, right? Don't need to care too much lah whether it's Sharia compliant or not Sharia compliant, right? So quite challenging also for me to answer this, right? Yeah. So of course, as a Muslim, the first thing that we should do, right, when we want to grow our money, we want to ensure that it complies with Sharia. It complies with the Islamic ruling. And so that's why we only invest our money in anything that is Sharia compliant. It is halal and tayyiban. Because why? Because that is our religious obligation. Alright? As a Muslim, we will be questioned in the akhirah later. How exactly we get our money and how we grow our money. So that's why it is super important for us to grow our money the Sharia compliant way. Okay, in addition to that, what else? Why must grow your money the Sharia compliant way? Sometimes when I meet a lot of my clients or a lot of prospects out there, sometimes I pity them. They look like they have like this kind of problems. Everywhere they go, they face problems. Their what you call that? Their heart is like not tenteram. They feel very lost. Right? And when I probe in further, right, what's the reason to that? Is that to them feeling that way? Is always the lack of barakah. Like zakat also never pay. When you have zakat fitrah, small amount also never pay. Zakat harta, big amount also never pay. And then when they make money, right, they gamble some of their money. Like sometimes just for fun, that kind of thing. And this is where I go in further. I advise them these small little things, right? It might be little lah, like some people just like gamble for fun only, that kind of thing. Or like zakat, they don't feel anything, like for some of us, we when it comes to religious, we do it because why? Because we are a bit afraid of the hereafter. We're a bit afraid of the afterlife lah. You know what will happen to me? I'll be questioned by God, all that. But some people don't. They don't feel it lah. They say like, yeah, go to hell, right? Like still far away lah. It's still far away. But I tell them, it's not just about the hereafter. It's also about this dunya. While you are still on earth, you just need to change this part, right? Ensure that you, we call it amal ma'ruf nahi munkar lah, and just advocate the good and stay away from the bad. Just do this kind of thing, right? You will see changes, right, in your financial life on earth. Well, you are not talking even about the hereafter, the kind of thing. Just on earth, just change this bit. And one of the things that you should be doing is growing your money the Sharia compliant way, the halal way, right? So the 7th point, right, the last point, right, or the last thing that you should know before getting any financial instrument is just ensure that your financial instrument is 100% Sharia compliant, halal wa tayyiban. Okay, so if any of you, right, if all of you feel that the video that I'm sharing here right now is beneficial to you, what I advise is share it, and share it with a lot of your family, friends, and anybody out there, and who might be asking the same question. They might be coming to you instead of coming to a qualified financial consultant. They ask you, hey bro, sis, I get to know of this investment opportunity. Should I invest my money into it or not? Why should I invest? Why should I not invest? So what you do, sometimes you also don't know how to answer them, right? What you do, just refer them to this video, okay? You just tell them, this Helmi Hakim is a financial consultant. He shared these very good tips lah. He shared this tip called 7 things you should know before getting any financial instrument in wherever country you are. Alright? You might not know, you know, this tip that I share, right, might save them a lot of trouble. You know, in the future, like, yeah, now okay, like 2-3 years later, suddenly someone else participate in an investment opportunity and that proved to be a failure, doom. But because of you sharing this video, you save them. You save them from that financial turmoil. They will be thankful to you. Alright? Okay, that's all. I will, yeah, I'm actually waiting for my, we just switched hotels, and we want to check in into this hotel, right? But our room is not ready, so that's why I just take this opportunity to just record a quick live video lah, right? And I think we'll just have our lunch lah at the pavilion and return back to check in our bags, all that. Okay, so again, for those of you who find this video sharing beneficial, share it, share it. Alright, that's all. Take care. Assalamualaikum. Bye bye.